Many of you may be thinking, well, drugs don't concern me, but it does concern you. It concerns us all because of the way it tears at our lives.
All you gotta do is be yourself.
Someone offers you drugs, and instead of saying something you really don't mean, just say, no.
This is your brain. This is drugs.
We can help by using every opportunity to force the issue of not using drugs to the point of making others uncomfortable.
This is your brain on drugs.
To be unyielding and inflexible in your opposition to drugs.
Cocaine? No thanks.
The war on drugs has totally eliminated any options other than individualized moral and behavioral solutions. And we have to remember that at its basis, the war on drugs has always been a racial policy. That's where it all started. It continues to this day.
The war on drugs has been an utter failure.
The war on drugs is not the proper name. It's not a war on drugs. If I get caught with a pound of cocaine, it's not the cocaine that goes to jail. It's not a war on drugs. It's a war on people.
I mean, just go back to the 1920s with alcohol prohibition. That was the other time in our nation's history when homicides were literally through the roof.
I honestly would be hard-pressed to think of anything that we should just be told, stay away from this, don't do this, no matter what, just say no to all of your urges, because if we have an urge to do it, there's going to be someone doing it. So trying to keep everyone from not doing drugs or not drinking alcohol or not having sex doesn't seem like the best approach to really keeping you away from anything.
You need to know what it is you're taking. You need to know why you're taking it now. You need to know what experience you want to have. It was really about empowerment, education, just say no, K-N-O-W.
But I was like, oh, that's not dying. That's not committing murder or arson or beating up your significant other or something. It's like all these things I had heard about what happens when you try hard drugs didn't happen to my friends. We're like, yeah, this was fun. We don't need to do this all the time, but now we've tried it. It was always something that was more, you do it for an event, not you do it to become the event. Like if I'm taking a break and going to Coachella in 2 weeks, I'll probably take some drugs, just, hey, let's relax and enhance the music festival. Not because I need the drugs to have fun, but because I'm already doing this great thing, let's add something else onto it. The thing that really drew me into the electronic festival versus Coachella, where I got my start, or any other non-electronic festivals, was really the sense of community. Everyone who was there for one reason or another really wanted to be there and wanted to be immersed in the culture and immersed in the music and immersed in everything that really went into the festival itself.
Most people are there to promote peace and love and unity, respect, and those are like the principles. That's what everyone goes by, and like I think like it's the bigger picture. All the festivals, everyone's there for like one purpose and one cause. It's like the music generates like one beat, which is like one beat, one heart, and like we all like vibe and love each other, and that's like the main purpose of like why I feel like I go, and that's like what I want to live my daily life by, is like these principles of like what dance music has created.
It's definitely a breath of fresh air being able to be in an industry where the people that are at the top and the people that are doing really well aren't turning a blind eye to the fact that drugs happen. So it's people that fully acknowledge the fact that a lot of the people at these shows are on drugs or have experimented with drugs. And regardless of what their opinion is on that, everyone in it has an opinion, and they've formed that usually through experience rather than just what people have been telling them or what the government has said we are allowed to do or aren't allowed to do for all of eternity.
They have no say in my life because my experiences are different than their experiences, And unless they've done something or have tried something themselves, then they literally can't say anything bad about it. If you've never tried LSD or mushrooms or ecstasy or whatever it is, if you've never tried pot, then you can't say anything about pot. You know, like you have all these politicians who are like cracking down on marijuana. Have they smoked pot before? Do they know what it makes them feel like, you know? So I would just be like, if those people are like hating, I would just like ignore them and be like.
Personally, I'm not addicted to anything. I don't think I have an addictive personality. If people struggle with that, they should definitely deal with it. In my own personal life, I think I've had such great positive experiences, and I can balance it out with work and life, and none of those things, like doing drugs hasn't affected my life financially, you know, hasn't affected my life with my family relationship, and if anything, I've made more friends because of it.
You think of, you know, substance use problems, you think of them as this big knot, and you just have to unravel the knot and take a look inside and see, oh, wait a minute, you were depressed, and that made you less depressed, or you were this and that. You know, so that's the important thing, is to make sure that it's really complicated. You know, drug problems are not simple, they're complicated, and we need to, you know, traditional treatment always says keep it simple, stupid. And what I like to say is let it be as complicated as it really is. You probably won't ever have a non-problematic relationship with drugs. You'll probably always be in a control mode. But hey, you know, I'm in a control mode with chocolate chip cookies. But it's not impossible. And people want to be able to do that. People want to have the hope that they can return to a kind of drug use that was pleasurable. And to me, that's worth a try.
But if we can kind of understand where each person's coming from and think of each other as kind of individuals but also working together towards a big common goal, I think that could absolutely change the entire world, really.